Gold Rush star Rick Ness returned to Gold Rush and has faced several obstacles in his gold mining journey. However, in the most recent episodes, Rick realizes that all these obstacles he faces are things he can fight to overcome. However, when his close friend and longtime co-worker Brian Zaremba showed up, the miner delivered some heartbreaking news that put everything in perspective. Here is what Z had to say to Rick on Gold Rush and how this affected the entire crew. Rick Ness and his crew faced a lot of setbacks this season on Gold Rush. However, things were starting to look up. With only a few weeks remaining in the season, Rick finally cleared the overburden. He started preparing for payday. Next, he needed to relocate the 10-ton monster red wash plant to Vegas Valley. Rick is sitting at 951.85 ounces of gold and looking forward to seeing his totals from Vegas Valley. However, the gold totals took a backseat when Brian Zaremba returned to the show. While Z's return was exciting, the news he brought with him was heartbreaking. Z let Rick know that his wife, Chelsea, 33, has cancer. She received a diagnosis of 2 forms of cancer. However, while she is battling cancer, Chelsea asked Z to go back and support Rick as he made his final push for this season. It was bittersweet. Rick saw how rough this was for Z while also seeing how much they meant to each other. With Z back in the mix, Rick was able to drop a new payload and found another 200 ounces, worth around $670,000. Rick is halfway to his goal. Rick Ness and his friend Z were not the only significant stories on Gold Rush this week. Tony Beats, Kevin Beats, and Parker Schnebel were also featured in the new episodes, delivering more action as the season nears its close. Tony Beats is always someone who is on top in this reality TV show, and he is still finding lots of gold. Tony had a great week, first bringing in 31.75 ounces worth $83,000. However, Mike's Paradise Hill trommel brought in 172.15 ounces worth almost $500,000. This puts Tony at 4,363 ounces for the season. Kevin Beats started his own mining operations this season away from his dad, Tony. He has struggled and needed to reach out for help more than once. He spent 5 months only finding 470 ounces of gold. By the end of this week, he found 205.58 ounces, his biggest weekly haul yet, moving him up to 680 ounces. Finally, Parker Schnebel has made some big gambles this season. This week, he pulled in 100.10 ounces at the bridge cut and finished at 282.30 ounces, which is almost $740,000. What are your thoughts on Z's heartbreaking news about his wife's cancer diagnosis? Are you surprised she sent him to help Rick Ness find more gold? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Sean Esalilos has been a freelance writer for over 25 years and is a voting member of the Oklahoma Film Critics Circle. He is also a published author with a book about the Stephen King dollar baby filmmakers. Gold Rush. Brian Zaremba reveals heartbreaking news in the unforgiving terrain of the Yukon, where the pursuit of gold is as perilous as it is relentless. Brian Zaremba has been a steadfast figure on Gold Rush. His unwavering support for his friend Rick Ness has endeared him to fans, showcasing a bond forged in the fires of adversity. However, recent events have cast a shadow over their journey, as Z faces a personal crisis that threatens to unravel the fabric of their shared dreams. The return to Dominion. Rick Ness's return to Gold Rush was nothing short of triumphant. After a hiatus marked by personal struggles, including battles with depression and substance abuse, Ness was determined to reclaim his place in the mining world. With the support of his loyal friend Z, he embarked on a new venture at Dominion, aiming for a 1,500-ounce gold haul that could redefine his legacy. Z, with his 2 decades of construction experience, was instrumental in setting up the operations. His presence was a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest times, true friendship can light the way. The duo's camaraderie resonated with fans, who rallied behind them, eager to witness their success. The heartbreaking revelation as the season progressed, the weight of Z's personal life began to surface. In a candid moment, he shared with the crew that his wife had been diagnosed with a terminal illness. The news sent shockwaves through the team, as Z had always been the pillar of strength, the one who held others up. To see him vulnerable was a stark reminder that even the strongest among us have their breaking points. Z's decision to continue working, despite his personal turmoil, was a testament to his dedication and resilience. However, the strain was evident. His once steadfast hands now trembled slightly as he operated machinery. His booming voice, usually filled with confidence, now carried a hint of uncertainty. Yet, he pressed on, driven by a sense of Z's wife's illness, brought the mining community closer together. Fellow miners, who had often been portrayed as rugged individualists, rallied around Z and his family. They organized fundraisers, offered emotional support, and ensured that Z could take time off when needed without fear of jeopardizing the operation. Rick Ness, ever the loyal friend, was particularly affected. He had witnessed Z's unwavering support during his own dark times and now felt compelled to return the favor. Together, they navigated the challenges of mining, balancing the demands of the operation with the need to be there for Z. The final days as the season neared its end, Z's wife's condition worsened. The once vibrant woman who had been the heart of their home was now frail and bedridden. Z found himself torn between his commitment to the crew and his duty to his family. In a poignant conversation with Rick, he admitted that he felt like he was losing everything: his wife, his health, and his sense of purpose. Rick, with tears in his eyes, reassured Z that he was not alone. "We've been through hell and back together," he said. "You're my brother. Whatever happens, we'll face it side by side." With that, Z made the difficult decision to step away from the mining operation to be with his wife in her final days. The crew, though saddened by his departure, understood. They had witnessed the depth of his commitment and the strength of his character. A legacy of friendship. Z's departure from the mining site marked the end of an era. His contributions had been invaluable, not just in terms of his skills, but also in the spirit he brought to the team. He had been more than a miner. He had been a mentor, a friend, and a brother. As the crew continued their work, they did so with a renewed sense of purpose. They mined not just for gold, but to honor the legacy of a man who had given everything for his friends and family. In the end, they realized that the true treasure was not the gold they unearthed, but the bonds they had forged along the way. Reflections. Brian Z. Zaremba's journey on Gold Rush serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the strength of human connection. In a world driven by the pursuit of wealth, it is easy to forget the things that truly matter: love, friendship, and family. Z's story is a testament to the power of these bonds and the lengths one will go to protect them. As the mining community continues its quest for gold, they do so with the knowledge that the real treasures are the relationships they build and the lives they touch. And for Z, as he faces the challenges ahead, he carries with him the unwavering support of a community that stands by him, ready to face whatever comes next. In the rugged world of gold mining, where every ounce extracted is a testament to grit and perseverance, Brian Z. Zaremba has been a steadfast presence. Known for his unwavering support of fellow miner Rick Ness, Z's journey has been intertwined with the highs and lows of the mining world. However, recent events have cast a shadow over his steadfast demeanor, revealing a side of Z that fans have rarely seen. A loyal friend in the face of adversity, Z's bond with Rick Ness is legendary among Gold Rush fans. Their camaraderie, built on years of shared experiences and mutual respect, has been a cornerstone of the show's narrative. When Rick faced personal demons, including battles with depression and substance abuse, it was Z who stood by him, offering support and encouragement. Their reunion in season 14 was a testament to their enduring friendship, with fans expressing their admiration for Z's loyalty and Rick's resilience. The heartbreaking revelation in the season 15 episodes of Gold Rush, Z delivered news that left both his crew and viewers in shock. While the specifics of the news remain undisclosed, the emotional weight of the moment was palpable. Z's typically composed demeanor cracked, revealing the depth of his feelings. The revelation underscored the personal challenges that even the most steadfast individuals face, reminding fans that behind the tough exterior lies a person with vulnerabilities and emotions. A glimpse into Z's personal struggles beyond the mining operations, Z has faced his own set of challenges. His return to the series in season 14 was marked by a candid conversation with Rick, where he opened up about his personal struggles. This moment of vulnerability resonated with fans, highlighting the human side of the miners they had come to admire. Z's willingness to share his journey has fostered a deeper connection with the audience, who now see him not just as a miner, but as a person navigating life's complexities. The impact on the crew. Z's news sent ripples through the mining crew. His role as a stabilizing force had been integral to the team's dynamics. The revelation prompted a reevaluation of priorities and a renewed sense of camaraderie among the